Hey everybody, Chardonnay's here, and you might be wondering what happened to the normal videos. Well, you see, I have been killing sheep. Yeah, just killing sheep, continuing the Great Sheep War. And y'all might be wondering why, of all the mobs. I could choose creepers. I could choose them all, but I chose the one and only, the only one, sheep. So, why did I choose this? Well, you see, sheep live in flocks, and flocks are bad for success. Successful people never live in flocks. They separate from the herd. So how do you make successful people? You kill off the flocks. Not a life lesson, just a gameplay here. But guess what? That is the war. Now, let's get ready. Fight war, 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 war. Let's begin our conquest. Charge down the mountain from this island. I have been sailing for literally 5 hours to find this island. And behold, I have found land. After so long, I found land. So I will sail to a whole new world. After parallel parking for 5 hours, I have then scaled the mountain, scaled the cliff, and notice how huge these trees are. I collected my resources on the way, and did find an insane amount of iron. So much iron that I could refurbish my axe, pickaxe, sword, and shovel. I noticed the treacherous terrain, but crossed it dearly. And then, lo and behold, some pigs, and a sheep. Hello, nice to meet you. By right of conquest, I give you shabam. Ooh, look, black sheep. Shaboink! Chicken, chicken, chicken. Ah, Enderman. Enderman, I'm not dealing with that. Not dealing with that. Not gonna deal with that. No, 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 sir. I'm gonna run. Guess what? Why am I running from the battlefield? Well, guess what? I'm not actually running from the battlefield, and there's no battlefield to run from. So therefore, it is not an act of cowardice, but an act of self-interest in survival. Anyway, we are still going through the forest, and behold, we have found ourselves a plain. Look at it. Continuing the treacherous journey up. And then, look at that little scenery right there. Continue my treacherous journey through these areas and these territories. New territories and new ores to mine. We'll mine them later, but I did find some more iron along the way. That'll be useful in my expenditures and my journey. And now I realize it's nightfall. I just spent a whole day just walking. It's like Lord of the Rings. I just spent an entire book walking. But look, I've killed enough sheep to build myself a bed. And lo and behold, I craft myself a bed. Boop, 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 beep, boop. Shh. Shh. Okay, there we go. We've been sleeping for a good while now. Now let me just break that crafting table and get up on my way to my quest and empty out my inventory because I've been too much of a nomad. Art! Let me admire this beautiful lake! Ooh, that's pretty. Art! Treacherous terrain. Must navigate this safely. Look at this hill. Yes, what could have this possibly been? More iron! More for my conquest! Look at this. And look at that. A mountain for me to scale once more. I must persevere through that mountain. It may look treacherous, but take a lesson from frogs. During the last rainstorm, I noticed 5 frogs at the bottom of a staircase. The wall was around 6 inches high, but it was probably 12 feet for them. And lo and behold, they scaled it just like I did. And look at that. Sheep. More sheep in the distance right there in the corner. Grab the axe, grab the sword. Boink. Shazam. Iron Man. Shang-Chi! Doctor Doom! Why aren't you dead? Bum, ba, bum, ba, ba. Keep walking this treacherous terrain. And lo and behold, I find myself a hill! A hill, a hill, a hill, 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 hill. And look at that. Fun fact, I do just wander the entire island, and then I just come back to this hill to build my house, so I just cut that part out because I literally just walk the entire island. And there will be a door right here. But guess what? It's not going to be the entrance. I can assure you that. What am I going to build here now? Building up the walls. A whole new world, a fantastic place I never knew. Just when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a, let me eat some mutton, whole new world with you. Bum ba da ba ba, bum ba ba. Now I must get some roof for some insurance. Just like Liberty Mutual. By the way, it's not sponsored by Liberty Mutual. I just like saying this ad. Emu and Doug. Liberty Mutual can customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Guess what? I don't have cars in Minecraft. You should definitely add cars in Minecraft. But lo and behold, I'm still building myself a roof. Building myself a roof. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Crafting table, and I spent 5 hours deciding where to put the crafting table. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. Found some iron for myself. Ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Tell me in the comments what song I'm singing. Subscribe to Chardonnans. Da 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 da. Collecting some wood, collecting some wood. Collecting some wood. Suiting up some leather armor, then build myself a door. Cause what is a house without a door? Well, let me tell you this, friends. A house with no door is a tunnel. Yeah, that's just it. It's a tunnel to burrow. It's a tunnel to a whole new world. A fantastic place I never knew. Cause when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm building a balcony for my house. And then I waste some pickaxe materials to build a balcony. Don't ask me why. Probably gonna change that in the future. Da-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Look at that, building some cool fencing. Look at that, always good to have fencing protection. Protection from your enemies. Then I realized I should probably build a sunroof. Before I do that, we need to work on something critically important. Sticks. Gathering some sticks. Smelt the iron. So schmaltzy the iron is. Gathering up the iron. Gathering up the stick to make some torches. Hup, hup, hup. See, torches are essential for my survival here because guess what? They provide light. Yeah, that's what torches do. They just provide some light for you. And then I spend another 17 hours deciding whether I should build an iron chestplate or not, which is definitely essential to my survival, but I just decide it's not that important until I build it. And then I'm like, what do I do with this part? Do I build a hoe? No, shouldn't do that. Should I build a sword? I don't know. I'm still deciding. But yeah, let me suit up. Look at that. Oh, look at that beautiful armor. Armor bars flying through the roof, and then I realize it's nightfall. No. Chardonnans, what were you doing for 8 hours? No. So then I just realized, yeah, I should probably cover up that roof in case an ender dragon decides to spawn above me and just obliterate my house out of existence. Just go. Yeah, just like do that, and then like Thanos snap it right there. Yeah. Anyway, I slept through the night, and then I'm going off to battle. Got a good view of the city. Now I've got my sword and I'm heading out. Look at that, creepers. I'm gonna slaughter them all and I'm gonna justify it. Where honest labor has manifested in form to bring about its senseless ruin is an act of profound disrespect. Such transgressor forfeits one's own existence. That is from the Code of the Ronin, the legendary code upon which I created and I abide by, and I can edit at my own free will. So then I just noticed that 4 of them are there, not just 3 of them, so I retreat to the high ground, where I can prepare my final attack. 1, 2, 3, psych! They blow up, build a crater, but guess what? I got some flint. Or gunpowder, whatever you want to call it. I think it's flint. Anyway, I'm doing that, but then look at that creeper. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm tired. I want to check my loot, so I close the door. And I hide away. But it's not hiding away, it's not cowardice, because you know what I'm doing? I'm protecting myself from the evildoers of the world. Which is, by definition, not cowardice. It is, in fact, survival upon one's own interest. And then I decided to smite some copper, which is like the unwanted child of Minecraft. Yeah, it's not wanted, don't know what it's used for. Tell me in the comments also what it's used for. Love that and appreciate that. Yeah, so I just set my respawn point 37,000 times, I fixed my shovel up, and then I'm deciding what to do with my life. So let's see, I'm just like, I should probably build a bookcase then. That's what my logic tells me to do. And then guess what? I just decided to build a bookcase, and I put one right there. Don't ask me why. You can ask why in the comments, but I will not answer it. Unless, of course, I'm in a kind and forgiving mood. And of course I just cook some own food, let me cook. Then I'm going to build myself yet another bookcase, because I realize I have enough for 3 bookcases. So then I just do that, and I do that, and then I decide to build one in this corner over here. Don't question my logic, ever. Then I check outside, the creeper is gone. Time to go, ba-da-da-ba. Let's head out. Traverse the forests. See what we can find. Look and behold. I just like close and open the door. I have my own little quirks and OCD stuff, and then I decide to mine some dirt for another 5 hours, yeah. Just like mining some dirt. Don't mind me, just digging some dirt to totally build a farm that I'm not going to work on, ever. I'm going to hopefully find some more iron so I can build it one day. Have you ever seen the show Keeping Up Appearances? Yeah, it's pretty old. Anyway, yeah, her last name's Bucket, but she likes to spell it bouquet. Yeah, so there's that. And just like wandering around the map, I could have just gone directly to my house, but I decided to take a detour for no apparent reason. And now I just have a lot of dirt with me. Don't ask me what I was trying to craft over there, okay? Then I'm like, let me build myself a farm, because I'm a farm boy myself. Yabba-doo-boop-boop-boop. And then I just like dig some wood, and then I'm like figuring out what to do. So yeah.